The stench of rust and shadow clung to the Dalaran spaceport. Archaeologist Leon was chasing a rumor, the kind of whisper that can make or break a life. But in the galaxy's dark corners, artifact is a fluid term. A hulking draconian led him not to a relic, but to a cage. Inside, she waited, skin the color of twilight oceans, silver hair framing hauntingly alien features. Her eyes, pools of liquid silver, held his. Her lips were sealed, yet her gaze screamed. Leon, realizing the grim truth, saw not a specimen, but a person. In tales like this, it is often one small act of empathy that triggers the avalanche. He emptied his accounts, trading his future for hers. Freedom, however, is never simple. As the cage door opened, chaos erupted. Thugs swarmed the alley, demanding their property. But the silent woman was not helpless. Survival, it seems, wears many faces. A graceful gesture toward the scaffolding above, she saw the path. Leon's grappling hook bit into the steel, pulling them from the fire. They scrambled across catwalks, a desperate race to his shuttle, engines screaming to life just as pursuit closed in. In the cold safety of orbit, he finally met her. "I'm Leon." She nodded, understanding, but pointed to her sealed mouth. A simple touch of her hand, a jolt of gratitude. But the chase wasn't over. Long-range sensors lit up. She didn't panic. She pointed. Not to civilization, but to the uncharted, treacherous wilderness of Dalaran below. Leon, trusting an instinct deeper than reason, a gamble that defines so many journeys, dove the ship into the canyons. They lost their pursuers in the stone maze. She guided him to a hidden valley where a sight stole his breath. A ruined alien city, dominated by a single iridescent tower that hummed with impossible power. This was her home. Inside, the tower, the Nexus, was a living archive. At the apex, she took her place upon an alien throne. Energy erupted, a silent scream as the device healed her, unlocking her. And then she spoke. "My name is Zara." She was the last guardian, the tower, the collective soul of her ethereal people. She had been incomplete, cut off, reconnected. Zara activated the defenses. She offered Leon a choice, not imprisonment, but purpose. "Will you stay?" He looked at the woman who was a universe of mysteries and saw his own lonely path converge with hers. How strange that the thing we seek is often found when we stop looking. "I'll stay," he said. Months bled into a new rhythm of discovery. They studied the Nexus, their bond deepening amidst the ancient data. Until the shadows returned. The Slava flotilla appeared, sweeping the planet. They couldn't hide. Zara revealed the only way, a failsafe. Transfer the entire Nexus, the soul of her people, into a portable legacy core. The cost? The tower itself! It required two minds. Together, they linked, the history of a civilization flooding Leon, anchored only by Zara's presence. The transfer completed. As the Nexus overloaded, they grabbed the glowing crystalline sphere and ran. The tower, their home, collapsed into a smoking crater. The slavers saw the explosion. 3 ships closing fast. Outgunned, their only hope was the Carouse Nebula, a graveyard of ships. Zara, now linked to the core, became his navigator, sensing a path through the maelstrom. One ship followed, relentless. A final, desperate energy bolt missed them, striking a gas pocket. The resulting blast consumed their pursuer, but crippled the shuttle. Power failed. They crashed, a streak of fire on a barren, unknown world. They survived. Stranded, but alive. The legacy core was safe. On that desolate rock, they found not despair, but each other. Sometimes the end of the world is just the beginning of a new one. They built a shelter, found water in the deep rock, and learned to eat the planet's microscopic life. Survival forged a new bond. "I want to build a life with you," Zara whispered, and in that barren world, love bloomed. Then the core pulsed. A signal, an ethereal beacon, millennia old, pointing to an outpost. And the technology to leave. Their new life was already changing. They built a desperate, one-way wormhole generator. Hand in hand, they leapt into the unknown, tumbling into an ancient, silent station. A holographic keeper materialized. The signal, he explained, was ancient. He was the last. But the outpost held the tools, FTL terraforming. It was not an end, but a new charge. The ethereal legacy was theirs to protect, theirs to rebuild. They stepped forward, two souls, bound by fate, ready to write the future.